Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the regular meeting of the President Board of Trustees of Village of Tinley Park, Cook, and Will Counties being held on Tuesday, May 16, 2023, beginning at 6:33 p.m. Everyone, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance. Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee
Here.
Brennan?
Present.
Trustee Mahoney?
Present.
Trustee Mueller?
Here.
Trustee Shaw?
Present.
Trustee Sullivan is absent. President Glatz?
Present. Thank you. Item number one, I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number two. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider approval of the minutes of the special village board meeting that was held on May 2nd, 2023.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item two. Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number three, receive presentation of the Tinley Park Business Spotlight, Papa's Popcorn, and Tinley Park Progress. Number one, I will go first. Papa's Popcorn is celebrating its one-year anniversary at 6741 South Street. Papa's offers several flavors, pop to order, including kicking jalapeno, sriracha, birthday, and barbecue, in addition to their award-winning caramel flavor. We are pleased to welcome Tracy Smith of Papa's Popcorn.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for welcoming us back. We were here a year ago when we first opened and introduced ourselves, and I primarily wanted to come today to say thank you to everybody here and this entire community for the support that they've surrounded us with. I can recognize most of your faces from being in my shop with your families, with your parents, with your kids. So that's exactly the reason we wanted to come someplace like Tinley Park, because it is such a community that has something for everybody. We started a fundraiser program this year. We've had schools, Farrick, Fernway, Grissom, the Tinley Park Bulldogs cheer. We've had Best Buddies International, Illinois State Police, Roma Soccer, and those are just to name a couple of the people that have reached out to us. We've been doing weddings, we've done the golf show, National Night Out, Ice Cream Social, Farmers Market, Caribbean Block Party. All of these were huge successes for us, which so many people found our popcorn there and then came into our location. We even are doing a lot of wholesale stuff. We're in the even hotel right now. We are going to be the VIP snack for the, I think it's called the Credit Union place now. Like, they changed their name the last couple days, so I'm still going to call it the Tweeter Center. And we're going to be their VIP snack. We are in Short and Sweet Tasty Treats in Frankfurt, and we just got a new account with a casino downtown that we beat out a really big popcorn place for, so we're really excited about that. None of this could have happened for us without all this support. And we do want to thank all the people who put us on social media. You guys are always reposting for us. Tinley Park Progress, which is here, they've written some pretty amazing articles about us too, so we do appreciate them. And we just want to say thank you. We just keep planning on doing what we're doing. We added a cotton candy machine for our first anniversary. And we want to make sure that everybody in here knows that on Thursdays, we do Thankful Thursday, because we are thankful for you guys and everybody who works for the village, anybody who's fire, police, and military, gets 20% off and a buy one, get one small bag. And then we always add an extra profession every Thursday to be thankful for. This Thursday, we're going to do a pre-profession, and it's going to be all graduates. So if you have a graduate in your family, bring them in on Thursday to get a buy one, get one small bag. And that's all, unless anyone has any questions for us.
I just want to thank you, Tracy, this past Wednesday for the senior luncheon. I went over to see Tracy at 11:45 when it started at 12, and within 15 minutes, we purchased 60 bags of popcorn to give to our seniors, and I think I was out the door by like 12:02.
Yeah,
And so, thank you for that late notice for preparing that.
we
Everyone-
super love our seniors. We have senior day on Monday because we feel like they need more than just Wednesday to come out of their house, so,
Everyone loved it, and we told them we're not responsible if you crack a tooth.
yes,
So-
disclaimers.
So chew very carefully, but thank you. You've been great to the community. You're always helping with all the different organizations, and we really appreciate it. It's the mom and pop stores that make Tinley a great place.
Very true. Oak Park Avenue stores, they've done nothing but welcome us, and it's an amazing group of businesses to be with. Very
Yeah.
happy to be there.
And how, the generosity of her and her husband, they brought a whole bag of popcorn.
Help
It's
yourselves.
sitting in front of there. I would suggest you hand it out to the residents that are
Yeah,
here.
I can definitely do that.
That would be wonderful and much appreciated, so
All right.
thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
And save one for Donna. You could go buy one. Huh? JT.
You don't count. He's got to give it to the little kids.
The Tinley Park Progress is a weekly newspaper providing local news coverage for Tinley Park. Please join us in welcoming J.T. Taylor, owner of the Tinley Park Progress.
J. Is that JT? No?
No?
Okay. Get him next one. Next, this is where I am going to exit left for item number 4. I would like to ask Cody and Parker to come up here and read this, along with, we have our, one of our school board members, Mr. John Lutz, principal, one of his teachers, Katie, if you can come up here and with them and help, that would be wonderful. You guys can both fit in here, you think? You want to sit, or you want to stand? Then when you're done reading it, then you keep this and go out front so you can take a photo.
Okay. Do we start? I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider a proclamation recognizing May 16th, 2023 as Apraxia Awareness Day in the village of Tinley Park.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Wait. Whereas childhood apraxia of speech causes children to have significant difficulty learning to speak and is among the most severe speech deficits in children, and whereas while the act of learning to speak comes effortlessly to most children, those with apraxia endure a lengthy struggle, and whereas without appropriate speech therapy intervention, children with apraxia are placed at a high risk for secondary impacts in reading, writing, spelling, and other school-related skills, and
Whereas,
that such primary and secondary educational impacts diminish future independence and employment opportunities if not resolved or improved, and
whereas,
most children with apraxia of speech will learn to communicate with their very own voices if they receive early intervention and appropriate, intensive, and frequent speech therapy, and
whereas,
if it is imperative that there be greater public awareness about childhood apraxia of speech in Tinley Park among community members, physicians, education professionals, insurance providers, policymakers, and elected officials, and
whereas,
those aforementioned community leaders are encouraged to recognize the critical need to provide adequate speech therapy and related services so that the impact of this disorder is minimized, and that thousands of affected children are more fully empowered to grow into flourishing adult citizens, and
whereas,
our highest respect goes to these children as well as their families for their effort, determination, and resilience in the face such obstacles, and
whereas,
many states, cities, and villages recognize May 14th as Apraxia Awareness Day, and
now there be it resolved
by the President and Board of Trustees of the Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Will Counties, Illinois, that Tuesday, May 16th, 2023, be designated as Apraxia Awareness Day in the Village of Tinley Park, and that the village urges all citizens to work within and beyond their communities to increase awareness and understanding childhood apraxia of speech. Approved this 16th day of May 2023. I'd like to ask for comments from the board.
That was fantastic. That was, you read it way better than most of us. Myself or the mayor read it.
I'd like to ask for comments from the public. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 5, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Absolutely.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Bring the proclamation down here so we can take a picture with the board. Steve, you got on the other end?
Oh, we'll do it outside. Are you sure? Yes, can I just say something super duper fast?
Absolutely.
Super fast.
This is yours to keep.
I just wanted to thank Mayor Glatz and the board for allowing Cody and Parker to do this today. We started this journey, we've been here, this is our 4th year, coming to speak to you about Apraxia Awareness Day. So our Apraxia star, Parker, the whereas, we practiced very hard. He's come a long way, and I'm very fortunate to have a wonderful school district, fortunate that the principal and Cody's teacher, Ms. Glotz, was here. Parker's teacher was not able to be here, but we'll be sharing the pictures and videos. But thank you very, very much. This is something that's very special to us, so thank you for allowing us to come and raise awareness about childhood apraxia of speech. 4 years ago when we were here, he was nonverbal. He had a device, and now he's a speech-only kid in a regular ed classroom. So early intervention and therapy works. So not a lot of people know about apraxia. So this is cool to be able to continue to raise awareness. So thank you for your time this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for your support. Thank you, Mr. Lutz.
Before you folks leave. Yes. I just, not too many, well, maybe people do know that their mom, Leah, was just elected to the library board. I had the honor of swearing her in at the library last week in a very small room where there was no family. It was just us. I received today her official certificate of election from Cook County, and I wanted to present that to her. Just so you could have your family here to do this.
While you're coming up, I was wondering, is it possible, whereas the boys could come back and help the mayor read the next proclamation?
No, it's okay. We'll do it outside. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you again, everybody.
See you
Thank
there.
you.
Thank you.
Take care. See you next.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy. Bye. Item number 5, Clerk O'Connor.
Consider a proclamation recognizing June 2nd, 2023 as National Gun Violence Awareness Day in the Village of Tinley Park. Whereas every day more than 120 Americans are killed by gun violence alongside more than 200 who are shot and wounded, and on average there are nearly 17,000 gun homicides every year. And whereas Americans are 26 times more likely to die by gun homicide than people in other high-income countries. And whereas Illinois has 1,622 gun deaths every year with a rate of 12.9 deaths per 100,000 people. Illinois has the 35th highest rate of gun deaths in the U.S. And whereas gun homicides and assaults are concentrated in cities, with more than half of all firearm-related gun deaths in the nation occurring in 127 cities. And whereas cities across the nation, including Tinley Park, are working to end the senseless violence with evidence-based solutions. And whereas protecting public safety in the communities they serve is the mayor's highest responsibility. And whereas support for the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens goes hand in hand with keeping guns away from people with dangerous histories. And whereas mayors and law enforcement officers know their communities best, are the most familiar with local criminal activity and how to address it, and are best positioned to understand how to keep their citizens safe. And whereas gun violence prevention is more important than ever as we see an increase in firearm homicides and non-fatal shootings across the country, increased calls to domestic violence hotlines, and an increase in city gun violence. And whereas in January 2013, Hadiah Pendleton was tragically shot and killed at age 15, and on June 2nd, 2023, to recognize the 26th birthday of Hadiah Pendleton, born June 2nd, 1997, people across the United States will recognize National Gun Violence Awareness Day and wear orange in tribute to Hadiah Pendleton and other victims of gun violence and the loved ones of those victims. And whereas the idea was inspired by a group of Hadiah's friends who asked their classmates to commemorate her life by wearing orange, they chose this color because hunters wear orange to announce themselves to other hunters when out in the woods, and orange is a color that symbolizes the value of human life. And whereas anyone can join this campaign by pledging to wear orange on June 2nd, the first Friday in June 2023, to help raise awareness about gun violence. And whereas we renew our commitment to reduce gun violence and pledge to do all we can to keep firearms out of the wrong hands and encourage responsible gun ownership to help keep our children safe. Now therefore be it resolved by the President, Clerk, and Board of Trustees of the Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Wills County, Illinois, that the first Friday, June 2nd, 2023, be designated as National Gun Violence Awareness Day in the Village of Tinley Park. I encourage all citizens to support their local communities' efforts to prevent the tragic effects of gun violence and to honor and value human lives. Approved this 16th day of May, 2023.
Thank you, Clerk O'Connor. Could you please go back to item 3?
So, the Tinley Park Progress is a weekly newspaper providing local news coverage for Tinley Park. Please join us in welcoming J.T. Taylor, owner of the Tinley Park Progress.
Thank you very much, Madam Clerk. Thank you, Mayor Glopes and trustees, businesses, and residents of Tinley Park. It is a pleasure to be here today. We want to start off by saying that it's been a pleasure publishing here in Tinley Park for almost 3 years now. And when we came to Tinley Park, myself, J.T. Taylor, and my brother, Michael Taylor, we were just looking for a place to create a home for a publication because we were under the impression that there wasn't one here. I think there had been one in the past. So we began publishing. And we publish 52 weeks a year. We don't even get Christmas off. We try to tell the stories of Tinley Park. One of the interesting things is that when I first came to Tinley Park, I was driving through and I got hungry. And I saw this rib joint there. I said, I'm gonna have some ribs. So I got out and I started walking. I said, well, wait a minute. What's that over there? And it was the Sip, I think it was called. And I said, well, maybe we'll stop there first, and then we'll go over here. And before it was over with, I think we had gone 4 or 5 places. I have some unique experiences in Tinley Park as it relates to just being enculturated to different things. One of the first concerts I ever came to in Tinley Park, my friends said, hey, we're going to take you to a concert, but what are we going to see? We're not going to tell you. I said, okay. They said, what kind of music you like? I said, I like reggae, R&B, and jazz. They said, that's great. You're going to see Dierks Bentley at Tinley Park. So we went there, and we had a great time. But that kind of inspired us. And one of the interesting things is that in Tinley Park, there's a very diverse community in a lot of different ways. And as we look at the business here, and we look at the services that are provided here, one of the unique things about being in publishing for over 30-some-odd years is the people that me and my brother Michael have met. When you get a call from the, I forget the name of it right now, I think it's called, well, it's in the paper, I probably could look at it, but it's one of the senior living facilities, and they call you and they tell you, well, you know, we want you to come out and cover the birthday of a young lady here. And we say, okay, we'd love to get that in the Tinley Park Progress. And you get there, and the young lady is 100 years old, and you find out that, you know, this was special for them. It wasn't in the Washington Post or the New York Times or the Chicago Tribune, but those residents there are happy that there's someone there from their community to cover them and their loved ones. So that's kind of the feel that we've gotten, the welcome approach from all the businesses that we've had. I mean, you know, it's just something that's just been exciting for us. And we've published many newspapers, the South Suburban News in the South Suburbs, the Chicago Gospel Tribune, Chicago Skyway, Get Fit Magazine. There's several. El Sol Magazine, which is a Spanish language publication, and so many more. So we really just wanted to just kind of say hello to Tinley Park. We intend to be here for a while. The businesses that are here have embraced us. If you get an occasion to get a Tinley Park Progress this weekend, we encourage you to pick it up, clip those Durbin's coupons out of it, and have you some pizza and a Tinley Park Progress for the weekend. So I just want to say thank you again to the mayor, to the citizens, to the residents, who we've been able to chronicle a lot. I brought some papers here, as a matter of fact, and I'll just look at one from last year, Benches on the Avenue. Think about that, how many folks are coming just to see that, because they know it's a tradition here, but it's a wonderful tradition here. And I look forward to it for this year. This one was from July of 2021. Artist spotlight was Dante Di Bartolo. That was our guy in that particular issue. And just to look back through these, knowing that there's at least 150 of them now, it's just a wonderful thing for us. So again, thank you guys. Thanks for receiving the Tinley Park Progress. Thanks for supporting us, business, village board, clerk, business folks, residents. Again, thank you so very much, Mayor. I appreciate this opportunity.
Thank you, JT. Thanks for staying. Thanks for speaking. Any comments from anyone? No? Next, we have item number 6. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider appointing Nicholas DeNova to the position of data analyst.
I'll make that motion. Second it.
Thank you. Nick joined the IT department as an IT intern in 2017 and has made significant contributions to the village through projects and initiatives such as an interactive data visualization dashboard for community development and data modeling done via custom written pipeline processes. Nick graduated summa cum laude from Governor's State University in May of 2023 with a degree in computer science. Nick is recommended to promotion to this full-time position. I would like to ask the board to please consider appointing Nicholas to the position of data analyst effective May 30th, 2023. So, is there any comments from the board? Nope. Anthony, is there anything you'd like to add on Nicholas? Other than he fixes my phone?
Yeah, Nicholas is, many of you had run-ins with him, and he's done tremendous work for us, so I'm very excited to bring him on as full-time, and I think he will bring tremendous value to the organization being here as a full-time employee, so thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll for item 6?
Roll call for item 6, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have item 7. Would anyone from the board like to make a motion to postpone this? I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider appointment of trustee Bill Brennan to serve as president pro tem for the 2024 fiscal year.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. I'd like to ask you to consider concurring with the recommendation of President Glatson, appoint trustee Brennan to serve as president pro tem for the 2024 fiscal year. Is there any comments towards Bill Brennan before we vote?
Fire away. No objects.
Got anything, Bill?
No, just honored to serve again, so
Okay.
thanks for the opportunity.
Anyone from the public want to comment on Bill Brennan?
I don't think his wife is here.
I think she sent us an email. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll for item number 7?
Roll call for item 7, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next, we have item number 8. Would like to ask the board for a motion to consider the following staff appointments for the 2024 fiscal year. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, trustee Brennan. Who seconded it?
I second.
Thank you, trustee Brady. Consider appointments of the 2024 fiscal year staff members. Patrick Carr, village manager, Hannah Littman, assistant village manager, Donna Framke, marketing director, and runs our bench program, Mr. Taylor. Daniel Ritter, community development director, Matthew Walsh, our police chief, Stephen Klotz, fire service administrator, Mr. John Urbanski, public works director, knows more about zones than anyone in the village. Angela Rigo, human resources director. We have Lisa Cordum, emergency management communications director, and sitting to my right, Peterson, Johnson, and Murray, Mr. Paul O'Grady, village attorney. Any questions from the board? Comments? Nope. Anyone from the public here to comment? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll for item number 8?
Roll call for item 8, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 9. I'd like to ask the board for motion to consider the following commission liaison appointments for 2024 fiscal year. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Bill was trying to get it out, but he was getting his water. You guys have the liaison appointments. Is there any questions from the board? Any comments from the public? Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll for item 9?
Roll call for item 9, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 10. We would like to ask the board to consider, for a motion, consider the following commission appointments for 2024 fiscal year.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. The only thing I would say, it says for appointments for 2024 fiscal year, there is a difference within the civil service. Martin Gaynor is 2-year term. Like to ask, or thank Hannah Littman for helping out with the interviews for civil service. We have our 2 new members, John Carney and Renetta here. They will serve a 3- and 1-year term, and then it alternates every time you're appointed. So thank you, Hannah, for that. Is there anyone else for a commission appointment that's here? No? Anyone from the board care to comment? John or Renetta, anything you'd like to add? No?
Glad to be here.
Thank you for coming tonight. Really appreciate it. Madam Clerk, you please call the roll for item 10.
Roll call for item 10, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item 11. I'd like to ask the board for consider approval of the following consent agenda items. May I have a motion to consider approval of the consent agenda items?
I'll
So
make that
moved.
motion.
Second.
Thank you. Consent agenda items have been publicly posted and available for review on the agenda for this meeting. Would anyone from the board like any of these items removed from the consent agenda tonight? To record reflect, there are none. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 11, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 12. I'd like to ask for a motion, consider approving an engagement letter with Griffin, Williams, McMahon, and Walsh LLP for legal services.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Sorry, Ken.
It's all right.
The approval of the Griffin, Williams, McMahon, and Walsh engagement letter would authorize the Village of Tinley Park to utilize their services as required. Please consider appointing Griffin, Williams, McMahon, and Walsh LLP for legal services. Again, just like to add, Mr. Walsh has been the one in the front and center, taking the bullets for the village, filing the ARDC complaint. Subsequent to that, there was another one then filed, I believe, by the ARDC against him, against Mr. Eberhart. So thank you, Mr. Walsh, for all your help on that. And that's it. Any questions? Any questions from the public? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll for item 12.
Roll call for item 12, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 13. Does anyone want to postpone that one? I'd like to ask a motion for consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-015, awarding a Class T liquor license to Lucky Hot Dog at 8020 West 171st Street.
So moved.
I'll second it. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Lucky Hot Dog has granted approval for a Class D liquor license on March 7, 2023. Class T liquor license would additionally permit the Lucky Hot Dog to sell alcoholic beverages for consumption in an outdoor service area via food truck. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole prior to this meeting. This ordinance is eligible for adoption. And like the agenda says, we discussed this over 2 months ago, and everyone was supportive of it then. I hope you are. Their hours, they're not gonna be till, 1, 2 in the morning. It'll be a regular license. Anything we could do to help a local business would be appreciated. And anyone have any questions or anything that they would like to ask Josh? He's here waiting for you. No? Anything you guys would like to add?
Nope, nothing at all.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll for item 13, Lucky Hot Dog?
Roll call for item 13, trustee Brady?
Hot diggity, yes.
Here's your new slogan.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bill, for
You
your,
had that written down. It actually says hot diggity.
thank you for your commentary. Next, we have item 14. We have trustee Dennis Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-022 of the Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Will Counties, Illinois, approving a purchase and sale agreement for the real estate property commonly known as 17309-17311 and 17313 Oak Park Avenue, Tinley Park, Illinois.
So moved.
Second?
Thank you. Go ahead, Dennis.
Thanks. This ordinance approves the purchase of the Fuentes properties located at 17309-17311 and 17313 Oak Park Avenue, Tinley Park, Illinois. The purchase piece of the property is $450,000. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting held prior to this meeting. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Any questions from the board? Any comments from the public? Madam Clerk, please call the roll for item 14.
Roll call for item 14, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Item carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 15, trustee Dennis Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-023 of the Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Will Counties, Illinois, approving an assignment and purchase and sale agreement for the real estate property commonly known as 6706-12 North Street, 6724 North Street, and 6760 North Street, 17329 South Oak Park Avenue, Tinley Park, Illinois.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Thank you. This ordinance approves the purchase of the Harmony Square properties located at 6706-6712 North Street, 6724 North Street, and 6760 North Street, 17329 Oak Park Avenue. The sale price of the property is $1,900,000. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting held previously to this meeting. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions from the board? Any comments from the public? I would just like to add, again, thank you for all the hard work from staff on getting us to this point. We are one step closer to it finally being a reality. So thank you, everyone, for all your hard work. Madam Clerk, you please call a roll.
Roll call for item 15, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next, we have item 16. Dennis Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-024, authorizing and adopting a development agreement for the development of Harmony Square in the Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Will Counties, Illinois, North Street at Oak Park Avenue.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second?
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thanks. Harmony Square Development Project will be constructed on approximately 6 acres. The development will include an adaptive plaza space with open space, a concert stage, seasonal fire pits, splash pad for summer that converts into an ice rink during the winter. A support building for skate rentals and warming hut will be incorporated. Also included will be a mixed-use 5-story building, initially including approximately 125 units, consisting of 62 multifamily and 63 townhome units, with associated parking and additional retail and outdoor service parking as required by the final engineering plan as approved by the village. Construction of the plaza will include infrastructure improvements and the reconstruction and beautification of North and South Streets with brick pavers and the construction of a new road, Festival Street, connecting North and 173rd Streets. This ordinance was discussed at the Committee of the Whole held prior to this meeting. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions from the board? Any questions from the public? One thing I would like to add, again, we've been moving at a lightning speed to get to where we're at, and we couldn't have done it without the help of our attorneys, Peter Murphy, Paula Grady from PJM, representative from Sossin's office, Mr. Sossin, who has been extremely helpful in getting the comments back and forth and getting us to where we're at today. They worked weekends, they've been doing everything, so thank you to your office, appreciate that. I'd also like to thank our village manager, Pat Carr, Brad Bettenhausen, Hannah Littman, Donna Framke, John Urbanski, and Dan Ritter for all your input on this. You guys meet every Thursday, and the input, everyone just keeps adding little pieces and pieces, and together everyone has fast-tracked this and got us to where we're at today, so it can, like, again, be a reality. So thank you to staff and our attorneys. Really appreciate it. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 16, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw.
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Item 17, trustee Dennis Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-025, annexing the property at 1830 Oak Park Avenue pursuant to 65 ILCS 5-7-1-13 Dendrinos.
Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Thanks. The property at 18301 Oak Park Avenue, currently operating as Dendrinos, is currently being annexed under the allowances of the Illinois Municipal Code. The approximately .72 acres parcel is wholly surrounded by the Village of Tinley Park and will be annexed under the R1 zoning district. The annexation will be effective June 30th of 2023. This item was reviewed at the Committee of the Whole meeting held prior to this meeting. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions from the board? Any questions from the public? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll for item number 17?
Roll call for item 17, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw.
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 18, trustee Bill Brennan.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-057, approving the purchase of GTAC body camera system, cloud storage, and accessories from Midwest Public Safety in the amount of $376,799.14.
Thanks, Bill. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Bill. Go
Thank
ahead,
you,
Bill.
Mr. Brady. Consider approving the purchase of body-worn camera system, accessories, and cloud infrastructure for the police department for the cost of $376,799.14. This item was discussed at the committee of the whole meeting held previous to this meeting. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Mr. Mayor, Paul O'Grady, Village Attorney. My understanding is that there's been a reduction in the price. Is that correct? Do we have another number for the price? Can you share it with us? Staff,
Yeah, it's,
Mr. Manager.
from the 376,799.14, we're at 367,451.14.
What was it, 451 what?
So it's the same contract, it's the same company, everything's the same, the numbers,
About 9,000 less.
367, 456,
451.14.
14 cents. So can I have a motion to amend
I'll make a motion to amend
the dollar amount?
the dollar
Do I have a
amount.
second?
I'll second it.
All,
Man, you want to do all in favor?
all in favor, aye?
Yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then we
Motion
get,
carries.
then a motion to approve the amended amount.
Can we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve
The
The-
ordinance with the amended amount.
the ordinance with the amended amount.
I'll second that motion. Thank you. Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 19, trustee Michael Mueller.
I move we consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-052, approving a contract between the Village of Tinley Park and STF LLC DBA Traffic Control Company for the 2023 pavement marking program.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Go ahead, Mike.
Staff requests extension of the contract for the 2023 pavement marking program with Traffic Control Company. This work consists of furnishing and applying paint and modifying urethane pavement markings as well as grooving for pavement markings at various locations throughout the village. Consider approving a contract extension with STF LLC DBA Traffic Control Company in the amount of $200,000. This item was discussed at the committee of the whole meeting held just prior to this meeting and is eligible for adoption tonight.
Thank you, sir. Any questions from the board? Any comments from the public? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 20. Dennis, or trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-054, approving the fleet vehicle purchase list in the estimated amount of $1,571,700.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Dennis. Go ahead, Mike.
Consider approving a Public Works fleet vehicle purchase list that includes various vehicles with the purchase amount exceeding $20,000 for each vehicle as listed. Estimated total of $1,571,700. This item was discussed at the committee of the whole meeting held just prior to this meeting and is eligible for adoption tonight.
Thank you, sir. Any questions from the board? Any comments from the public? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll for item 20.
Roll call for item 20. Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 21. Trustee Michael Mueller.
I move we consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-053, approving a professional services agreement between the Village of Tinley Park and Robinson Engineering for general design and construction engineering services.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Go ahead, Mike.
The proposed agreement with Robinson Engineering Ltd. continues to provide the village with various engineering services. The agreement includes rates through the end of 2023 calendar year. This item was discussed at the committee of the whole, held just prior to this meeting and is also eligible for adoption tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Mueller. That will be the last item we're discussing tonight. Any comments from the board? Any comments from the public? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll on item 21?
Roll call for item 21. Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Motion carries. Did you have to wake him up, Mike?
No, he's doing good.
Oh, okay. Excuse me? Next, we have, what? Excuse me? Hi, next we have item number 22, receive comments from the staff. Bill? Anyone from staff care to comment? Any comments from the left table? Any comments from the right side? Nope. Then we will move on to item 23, receive comments from the board. Would anyone from the board care to comment?
I
would.
Bill?
Yes.
Can you let
Go
Bill
right
go
ahead.
first? He's been waiting, Ken.
Ken, go right ahead. You're new.
Go ahead, Ken.
Polite off.
I would just like to, I know we moved through that rather smoothly there. Just for Harmony Square, I just want to extend thanks to all the staff, attorneys, and everyone for all the hard work that's been done behind the scenes to get it to this point. It was not as smooth as it may have appeared here, and I recognize that. And I'm looking forward to all the work that's coming ahead. It's going to be pretty exciting, so I'm looking forward to that. Just one other point, I noticed Michael Stockloose earlier here. I want to say good to see you out in public.
Thank you.
So, that's all I have.
Okay. Trustee Brady with the smile.
Yes, I would just like to add for the public record, and the proclamation that you read, item 5 about gun violence, recognizing the problem with it, it encourages responsible gun ownership. I would like to add to that, that it starts at home with the parents. I just wanted to add that to it.
Thank you, Mr. Brady. Anything on boating or classes you're doing?
No, not this week.
Okay, thank you. Just asking. Nothing on the township? Bill?
No, everything's going good.
Okay.
This is Aging Americans Month. So each week we have a special program at the township. Last week we did Cinco de Mayo. This week we're honoring mothers.
That's excellent. Nothing on bingo or
That's every
or
Thursday
supper
and Friday.
clubs? Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Brady. Anything else, Bill?
No, sir, that's
Okay.
it.
Anyone else from the board care to comment, other than his township comments?
Good.
Nope. We will move on to item 24, receive comments from the public. Now would be the time, it is not a special meeting, if you have anything outside of what's not listed on the agenda, now would be the time to do so. So item 24, receive comments.
Because it's under litigation, so you can't talk about it.
That's not correct, but I said there is no litigation.
For what? I don't know.
I thought he was talking, right?
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, I see.
Gotcha. So is there any other public comment? Don't yawn, it'll make us start yawning.
Talking to me?
Yeah, I know. Just yawning now, I'm tired. Anyone else? Nope. Next, now we will get to the last item, which is item number 25. I would like to ask the board for a motion to consider a proclamation, pay attention, Bill, recognizing Tinley Park's first annual Resident of the Year. Can I have?
I'll gladly make that motion.
I will second.
It is. What, I'm sorry, what'd you say, Bill?
I was going to second it, but he beat
Okay.
me to it.
Would you mind giving him the second?
I will withdraw my second.
Okay. Bill?
I second it.
Okay, thank you. So for this is a special day for Tinley Park, board members, residents, staff. Would everyone mind going in front of the dais so we could read the proclamation? Bill, pay attention. That is a first. We got that on camera, right?
That's why I see that. That's why you had a shoulder.
Yeah, right.
Why are they bringing
We're here! Why? Now he's awake.
So for this beautiful proclamation, you said you were speechless.
Enjoy it.
First, before I read it, I want to thank your wonderful family for helping me put this together. Your wife Betty and your daughter Megan.
Uh-oh.
I've wanted to do this for a long time, and unfortunately, she let her job get in the way of this because she had to do taxes or something. So that's why we're doing it now, and to make sure all these people can be here for you. Don't cheat, don't work. So this is why we're gonna read this now in order. Are you ready, Mr. Brady?
Yes, sir, I think I am.
It's a roast.
Yep.
I've never done that.
This Tinley Park proclamation, I would like to recognize William P. Brady's dedication to the village of Tinley Park and the greater Chicagoland area as Tinley Park's first annual Resident of the Year. Making me upset. Whereas.
Should I say whereas?
Put your arm around it. William P. Brady and his wife Betty have been married in residence at Tinley Park for 31 years. They have 2 adult children, Sean and Megan.
Sean's not that much of
Whereas,
Neither are you.
whereas William P. Brady has served the seniors of the Orland Township by cooking, transporting, and entertaining them for the last 11 years. Whereas the Honorable William P. Brady has served on the Tinley Park Board of Trustees since 2017, representing our community and listening to the concerns of all of our citizens. The next one.
Whereas William co-founded Boy Scouts of America Troop 911, chartered by the Tinley Park Police Department in 2005, helping 36 scouts achieve the honor of Eagle Scout over 15 years. His involvement with scouting also extends to joining Venturing Crew 422 in 2011 and the Sea Scouts in 2017. Passing along his varied wisdom and experience while always learning new things himself. Still an active leader in scouting, William continues to have a lasting impact on the community's youth. And
whereas the Illinois Department of Natural Resources has acknowledged and relied on Bill's volunteer services as a certified hunter and boating safety instructor since 1977 and 1989 respectively. He has spent 46 years teaching community members how to be knowledgeable and responsible participants, whether in the woods or on the water. Additionally, he has served the U.S. Power Squadron since 1993 and is a vessel inspector since 2007, inspecting countless boats and ensuring safe travels on our community's waterways. And
whereas he has spent 7 years as a range safety officer at Eagle Sports Range, both teaching courses and maintaining the highest level of safety on the range. Williams' experience as an RSO started long before. However, as he's been certified by the National Rifle Association for over 35 years. And
Whereas, as a parishioner of St. Stephen's Deacon and Martyr Church since 2004, William has volunteered for over 15 years as a Eucharistic minister, serving communion to his fellow church members, and as an altar server at funeral masses. He's a true representation of giving his time, talent, and treasures to the parish and a wider community. And
making people laugh and his comedy chops led him to run and host the longest-running comedy show in the Midwest at Bill Brady's Barrel of Laughs for 33 years. His punchlines keep rolling as he has continued to entertain audiences both here and afar for more than 45 years. The value of a hearty laugh is never to be underestimated. They say laughter is the best medicine, and
Now therefore, be it proclaimed on behalf of over 57,000 citizens of Tinley Park that the village board of the Village of Tinley Park join his family and friends in recognizing William P. Brady as Resident of the Year for his unending dedication to safety, well-being, and happiness of the citizens of the Tinley Park, citizens of Tinley Park and the greater Chicagoland area. Comes in the rest. Approved this day on May 16th, 2023, and signed by William M. Glotz, village president, and Nancy O'Connor, the clerk, William Brennan, Michael Mueller, myself, and Dennis Mahoney, Colleen Sullivan, and Kenneth Shaw.
way to go!
Speech! Are you still speechless? Still speechless? Over here, bounce it out. Get close, get close.
Thanks, Ken.
Look to your left. Look backwards.
I know where the camera is.
Center. To the right.
Me.
Can we get a quick photo just with staff too, with Bill?
Please. Come on, guys, get in here.
You're all gonna fit, we need 2 rows.
Thank
One
you.
more time, William Brady.
Anything you'd like to add, Bill?
He's got a speech.
Just happy This is obviously quite a surprise. I am ever grateful for my family and friends, my co-workers from the township to be here this evening. It's just amazing to see that group come up from all the different departments, including our administrative boss over there, Lindsay, okay, who runs everything at the township, and friends from scouting. It is so great to you, and certainly my brothers and sisters, and my sister-in-laws, my nieces, nephews, my daughter who came in from New York. You know, and certainly the man who made it so much easy to do things over at St. Stephen's is the founding pastor, Father Jay. We appreciate you being here, Father Jay, and all the other things you do for the community as well, and still doing after retiring. I would like you all, I'd like to buy you all your first drink, but we can't have alcohol here, so I won't. But this is quite an honor to be the first. I'm sure you thought about being the oldest on the board.
How dare you?
Yeah. So, all I can say is thank you from the bottom of my heart. What a great surprise. Tom Sinise, my partner for 50 years that we've been together, 50 years from the Barrel Laughs, and just a great group. Thank you all. I can't name you all because I'll forget somebody, But I just thank you and the staff. This is quite a surprise. I cannot believe that you got this past me. And my wife's here in big trouble. She's texting me, we finished the meeting, we're going to Culver's. Megan wanted to go there. But thank you all. Thank you. My brother Bob is here. Thank you, Bob. He's the oldest member of the Brady's that's here in Chicagoland. And it's, thank you, Bob. Thank you very much. And the baby right there, my brother Michael. All right? The baby of the family. Thank you all. Can we get Betty and Megan and Sean up here, please, for a picture? Of course, you know.
And while they're coming up again, I want to thank Paul O'Grady for getting the township here for us. And I want to thank our wonderful staff from keeping this from Bill. And putting this lovely proclamation together for us, so thank you. Here you go, Bill.
You know, the last time you did a proclamation, the person died 2 days later.
Don't even. His birthday's in exactly a week, so it's on you.
Bill, why don't you smile? Surprise things.
Would Bobby, Michael, Margie, family, come on up. Danny, siblings.
Oh, it's connected.
Don't. Yep.
There you go. Hold on to the thing, Bobby.
Hey, I told you there'd be pictures, right?
Look right here. The publisher.
Okay. Lower down a little bit so you can see Betty better.
Rest of the members of the family, could you come up, please? Mary, Patty Ann, Mary Kay.
Everybody. Everybody, all the family, come on, real quick. Everybody.
No way. I guess waist up.
You guys get back.
He's already up there.
They can get behind us. You know.
Go behind it.
I'm sure.
It works. Just make sure that you see her first. Good.
the rest of the family's out of town.
I just told them. All right.
All righty.
All right.
Did
I just do that? We need to move out and you can get the township up here. Where's Tommy and Mark? Tom and Mark. Okay.
I can't move this thing over, it's in it.
So proud of you.
If I were this shirt.
Yes.
It's Kate, not G.
Thank you. Thank you.
One up.
They wanted to fly. You want the scouts and
Township staff.
Tom and Father?
Whatever you decide,
Mark
buddy, I-
and Father, maybe, just trying to figure out.
Right.
Okay. Scouts, Tommy, Mark.
Well, we got a lot of film, let's go.
Chief.
You all, you know, everybody in here is made this possible.
Please. Yes, 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 go. You don't want, no.
I guess.
You don't want to see the wrath of Ben.
Are we supposed to go now?
You're with Father?
Somebody's taking one of
I'm
these
just
pictures,
trying
you
to
can
get
give guidance.
together.
We're trying to figure out why we're doing.
And then we'll get you down.
Just do me a favor, I'm paying them.
Okay, 1, 2. Here we go. Thank you. And then one more over here.
You didn't even say hello to me.
Got it. Thank you. All right, township, you're on.
Come on. Your staff, your staff over there.
Yes.
Lindsay's staff.
All right, township.
Itinerary. Itinerary. Proclamation.
Oh. Okay. Next.
We never get honored like this. We're so unused to this at the township. We don't know how we are. Thanks for coming out. All in favor, aye. Say hi to Kyle.
You guys ready?
I know,
All right. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll for item 25?
Oh, sorry.
Roll call for item 25, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller? Yes. Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Could I have a motion to adjourn the board meeting?
Second.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. We are adjourned tonight, so thank you.